We will review Monica's lengthy tweet regarding PayPal, which is fascinating since it seems like we could be witnessing the end of the PayPal alliance. We now recall that the CEO of PayPal was on stage with Brad Garlinghouse. We'll examine the hyperwallet, the people that bought it, and who Ripple partnered with that particular hyperwallet. In an XRP's price range, we have a lot to discuss and a lot to cook. Is this the bottom? Is this the best chance to buy in a lifetime? Well, I've got you covered, so stay there right now. Let's get started with a Bitcoin transaction worth $1.88338. Ethereum's price is currently down 0.1% over the last day, trading at 2.457. At the moment, it is up 2.2%. Since XRP has a mean lead of 2,027 cents, USDT and USDC both stay at their dollar pegs. The overall market value of cryptocurrencies hasn't changed much, but it is attempting to return to $3 trillion, which will arrive at $2.9 trillion. However, this tweet from a reputable cryptocurrency was posted not too long ago, and it has been incredibly accurate in predicting how Bitcoin will evolve. Where would we travel, and which areas required confirmation? For those of you watching the television, let me to explain this in detail. He claims that to validate the Bitcoin breakthrough, we had to clear roughly $160,000, which obviously didn't occur. Bitcoin has been trapped in the 90 to 100K area, and when we zoom in even more, we can see that it was actually between 94K and 97K. Before we noticed this downward push, it was just chopping around and wouldn't break out. According to a reputable cryptocurrency, if we clear and don't break out above 106, he believes this is how things will unfold, so pay attention because we may see some downward movement on Bitcoin. Before we have the final retest at about 88K before the complete send back up, he does think we can sweep into about 82,000, give or take, and then see a slight respite back up to that $98,000 zone. We can soar to 115, 120, etc. if we surpass 108. When you examine Bitcoin, this is what you should focus on. The question is, how low did it actually go? The dip is visible, came in at about 86K, and when we examine this 86K, you know, what kind of factors into this chop region, and is there any chance that Bitcoin may experience downward pressure? Or is there still some downward motion in it? But only when we examine the chart and the 21, 8, and 50 EMA in moving averages will we know. Everything is beneath us. We have a significant downward reversal that began yesterday. For this to rebound and turn back upward, it has not yet recovered. We have roughly 92,000 to clear before we run out of woodworking. Perhaps we go. You are aware of the aim, but we may initiate the bullish upward push. At 92K, Bitcoin returns to its bullish state. This was released by Michael Branch. According to a recent story, XRP has taken significant damage. However, other experts believe that this could be the generational bottom, the kind of decline that prepares the way for a huge comeback. The article can be found here. According to the article, traders are now examining whether history will repeat itself at the same time to discuss another coin that made a similar move because XRP has a history of recovering strongly from price falls. However, it claims that the most recent decline in XRP's price has generated discussion among analysts, with some suggesting that this might be a unique generational low, one that may not occur for years. Considering past patterns, XRP has experienced severe crashes in the past, only to recover even more forcefully, like in the 2020 SEC action, for instance. When the bear market began to tumble in 2017, we witnessed XRP lose more than 70% of its value before experiencing a huge rebound. If XRP continues to follow the trends from 2017 and 2020, we are in for an absolutely incredible price recovery and rebound that can move us into the $8 to $13 range. However, keep in mind that the initial stages will cost $4 to $5 by the end of Q1 and the beginning of Q2, which will open the doors for those higher targeted regions. I'll get this. Monica Long retweeted a crypto post from Bloomberg. Discussing PayPal's intentions to incorporate its stablecoin, Monica replies, "I'm looking into more of its products this year and an attempt to meet all of its merchants' needs through a single platform," which sounds somewhat identical. The interesting part of this situation is that PayPal agreed to enter into a $400 million deal to acquire a fintech hyperwallet system. But has the company paid for processing payments for the acquisition using cash or XRP? RippleNet has set up their entire platform for all banks, financial institutions, and payment providers to tap into, and it appears that PayPal is taking a stab at our Ripple spook. The question is, will PayPal reinvent the wheel here, or will it tap into an existing solution? I don't care about any of that. What matters to me is that Amazon, Uber, WeChat, Airbnb, and HomeAway use hyperwallets. Do you recall Stephen Thomas's presentations from his time at Ripple, which I believe was in 2018 or 2019? On those slides, he discussed both Airbnb and Uber, and then she brought up Amazon during one of his press conferences, I don't know if that's the correct word, at one of his demo showcases in Canada. Stating partners like Amazon, then we learn about hyperwallets, which many of us have forgotten about, but remember this, people, that upsets Pima's partner, who has been utilizing XRP and dealing with Ripple for a while. Thunes declared that they had included the PayPal service hyperwallet. According to the statement, the collaboration gives merchants in the Asia-Pacific area more payout choices, allowing SuperPay wallet users to transfer money to more than 450 million bank accounts and mobile wallets throughout Bangladesh, Malaysia and Indonesia, the Philippines, Vietnam, and South Korea, according to the 2024 research by XRP plus Thunes. The Asia-Pacific area represents for about 70% of global digital wallet spending. The question is, are Hyperwallet and PayPal connected here? Then, have a look at this little clip we have here. I'll make sure the sound is clear. This film by Mark Uscala discusses how XRP may be organized as the foundational layer for national banking. Cut to the headphones so that everyone can hear this. Be aware that it is likely to occur. You are aware of the other things. We'll see, but the argument for the strategic Bitcoin reserve is strong because Bitcoin is digital gold. There is a lot of talk that they will go beyond just Bitcoin to include, say, XRP, Cardano, and Hedera. You see, those founders have been forming alliances with the government and Eric, and I believe that Eric is driving a lot of this with his son. Every other element plays a distinct role. There is some chatter that this will make the XRP people very pleased, but I'm not sure if it will happen during the first 100 days of ABS. It's intriguing to hear that XRP may be used and or ordered to serve as the foundation for national banking or as a digital currency issued by a central bank. I'm Mark, though. He seemed to be very cautious about what he said and how he said it, as if he were treading very carefully. You were still kind of tiptoeing around this area, right? However, this is not the first time we've heard about XRP. It could be applied to central banks, national banks, or XRP. There's something more significant going on here. I don't know. We also look at what Ripple is doing and who they are meeting with when we zoom out. They are in with President Trump, but we are just waiting for this SEC lawsuit to end. They are among the few cryptocurrency companies that have clarity in the United States, and they are fintech startups that are expanding on digital ledger technology that is still in use in the United States. We know that they sit on the board of the Federal Reserve, and we know that XRP is being tested in Palau, but it's over in Brazil. It's almost as if they know the playbook or that they are safe because they would have left the US long ago if they didn't think they were safe and they were going to keep having problems with their business. We are aware of the money ladies test that took place in Mexico and Stuart Alderete Lighting's letter to the country's central bankers regarding XRP. There are simply too many coincidences occurring in this situation. I believe there are a lot of optimistic times ahead and that we will soon discover the actual use case for XRP and the genuine relationships that have been made.